Touring after the apocalypse, aka Shuumatsu Touring, has been really a great watch so far. But there's one character I want to really talk about, and I don't want anyone taking this the wrong way. All right, you know, but I honestly believe Youko. So this character right here named Youko, I thought she was just really positive. She's really out there. She always sees the greener side of things. But now she's saying, oh, right here, like in the subs, that's the reason why it's so thrilling, right? And I'm thinking, like, bro, so prior to this, she was saying how dangerous it is, how scary it is, how chaotic the world is. And she's saying that's the reason why it's so thrilling. And I'm thinking, like, thrilling? What is thrilling about episode 1? You legit almost got blasted by a tank. Episode 2, I don't really know the order, but she literally got almost swallowed up by a storm. And then here on episode 6, she literally almost got eaten alive by like rodents, like a shitload, thousands of them. It was like a mob. It was like a herd. It was like a nest of rats and rodents, literally gonna eat her alive. And then not only that, but she literally got exploded into the air by a fire due to gasoline being there. So that's what happened in episode 6. So time after time, she's been through life-defying moments. And then she's like, oh, that's why I can't stop traveling. Because even though it's so scary, it turns out to be beautiful. It turns out to be thrilling. I think Youko either is a sadist or her mind is just broken. Which I wouldn't be surprised. She was literally stuck in a bunker for I don't know how many years. Even one day, stuck in a bunker with barely anything to do other than what you have on you. Like, stuck in a room all day. Like, even as someone who's a shut-in, who doesn't like to go in, if I didn't have, the devices I have now, like internet and all this stuff, my mind, I would just lose my mind. And so imagine being stuck in a bunker for years, and then after that, realizing that you're probably 1 in 1,000 people still alive around the world, and you're hanging out with a robot, like a cyborg maybe at best. Some AI robot. So imagine being all by yourself in this world, and the world left and right, the animals and everything is just trying to kill you. And then even here, like the robot AI thingy, cyborg thing, I don't know what the hell Ari is. That's the name of the robot. She freezes up, and Yoko is still able to be like, oh shit, you scared me. But you know what? We can get you fixed due to this message. But then it's like, bro, is she coping? Like, is she? I really do feel like she's just mind broken at this point. Her mind, she's not able to keep her mental state stable. I mean, and I don't blame her. I really don't blame her if she is mentally broken down, shattered. It just mentally scarred / a shitload of PTSD, and all she can do is cope. Because it just seems impossible to me that you can stay so positive throughout every single time she almost dies. And like I said, bro, I'm surprised she's even alive still. After the explosion, she got flung in the air at least 20-30 feet and landed on the fucking pavement. Like, so she was able to survive even life-threatening, moments. So I'm thinking, like, bro, here, let me see if I can show you guys. So yeah, after getting flung, it's like, bro, how did she survive that? So I'm thinking, yeah, there's just something going on here, more than meets the eye. Let me see. Right here, she's talking about how everything's beautiful despite it being scary as fuck. So you can see here they're laying on the floor, and she's right here. She's like, all right, damn, that was scary, that was crazy. This is probably a reminder that we should probably be more cautious. You know, obviously she has the foresight. Bro, look at this. Literally exploded into the air. Oh my god, bro. Like, if this happened to me, I'd be like, I'm done, man. Never going out. Make a home base. You know, like, make a fucking home base. You know, start farming and shit. So here are the rats. You know, that were trying to eat her alive. Like, what the fuck, man? So obviously here's the explosion. And that's them getting exploded into the air. Yeah, you can see all the rat eyes chasing after them. Bro, look at all those rats. There's just a herd of them. It's a nest. You can see here they're running away from the rats still. And here's the fire that they started due to their lamp. Or I don't know what the fuck it's called. But damn, look at this herd. Like, holy shit. Fucking huge ass group of nests right here. But yeah, so they're gonna get eaten alive. And then they get exploded. And then somehow Youko was already bouncing back. I'm thinking like, bro, she has either, look at that smile, bro. How could, bro, she can still smile despite all that. I'm thinking like, I gotta do better, man. If she can smile after the fact of almost being eaten alive, being chased by them, and she's like literally, you know, driving away, trying to, you know, just save her own skin, of course, you know, and then being exploded in the air, and she can just bounce back with a smile like this, like not even an hour later. She either has to be the, like I said, the biggest fucking masochist, or she's extremely positive, or she has a really coping mechanism for self-preservation, or her mind is simply just broken, or fuck it, it's maybe just a combination of everything. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out there, and sometimes, you know, just coping, you know, and actually enjoying it like she is. You know, she said it's really thrilling. You know, you get, it's a telltale signs of just her mind just being broken, her mind having to create a wall between her emotions and her reasoning skills and separate them, and just be able to cope and still have fun in this world that is legit terrifying. So I mean, I guess I'm coming to the same conclusion as she is, but it's still very odd to me that she's able to just, you know, like usually people when they cope, you know, they cope, but then they end up like more like terrified and in tears. That would be the most, if she actually like teared up here, I would have been like, all right, that's kind of normal, that's fine. But no, instead we end the episode with her being all happy and them hanging out at the beach, and it's like, okay then, okay, I see you. You know, you're just a bundle of joy, aren't you? You're just able to be happy. Look at this. She's just able to be happy as fuck, like nothing ever happened. And for that, I gotta give her credit. You know, I gotta give her credit where credit is due.